Rob?
Hello everyone, welcome to Rob's Rogues, and today we're taking a look at Mattel's DC Comics Multiverse line. More importantly, this is the Justice League Wonder Woman, and written in some different languages here. Collect and Connect, Steppenwolf. Wonder Woman is figure 6 in the line, so technically she is the last from the series. We know we're getting Mira and a Parademon. I'm wondering what exclusives those two are going to be, if there's going to be a Superman exclusive later on. So like the BVS figures in the bottom part of the package, there was some there was a grayed out, figure here. They're like, ooh, what's this mysterious figure? So they've showed us this whole wave, so I'm wondering if there's going to be, there's got to be a wave 2, or maybe it's a mini wave. Now, I did not pick up Wonder Woman from the Wonder Woman Multiverse movie line. I kind of wanted to, because I really wanted Ares and that Wonder Woman sculpt, which I believe this is the exact same figure, barring just some weapon placement and changes. I think this is her new sword, and the lasso might be different. Again, I didn't buy that figure. This is, I think, more of like these Toys R Us exclusive, so if you're not paying attention, you could go into Toys R Us, think you're buying this Wonder Woman, and you're actually getting the Toys R Us exclusive Wonder Woman movie Wonder Woman, because if you're not paying attention, that doesn't say Justice League, and you don't see if it says Steppenwolf. I don't think the Toys R Us exclusive comes with the Collect and Connect at all, so just a little heads up, because I got to the toy aisle and I saw Wonder Woman, and I thought, oh good, it's the Justice League figures, and Wonder Woman's on the front shelf. And I looked, I thought, oh, it's the Wonder Woman movie. So, just little heads up. Again, the write-up's the same. The box is exactly the same as everything else. So enough talky. Let's get to opening and movie figure. I should stop. We'll be right back. Alright, of course I had to put her in this pose. So here is Wonder Woman, and I do have her counterpart from Batman vs. Superman. Again, like I said, I don't have the Wonder Woman figure, which I wouldn't necessarily had to have bought this version. I could have bought all the other standard 4 figures and wouldn't have had to replicate getting this one, because the other Wonder Woman are young Diana and then Wonder Woman in her cloak. So, and having the Batman vs. Superman figure, I do have the shield and another sword from that. So I've got both swords here, and I'm just kind of looking at them off camera. I think essentially that's the exact same sword, which I guess you would think it would be, since we are, it could be months, maybe a year after Superman has been dead. Sorry, spoilers. So there's some differences here in the two figures. More, I guess, in the blues. The colors are a little bit more vibrant here, but not by much. Just a couple other aesthetics here that I think are pretty cool. So let's get the camera raised up here so we can get in a little bit closer to the figure. I gotta tell you right off the bat, when the Wonder Woman figures came out, what made me really want to get the standard Wonder Woman from the Wonder Woman movie was this is a so much better head sculpt, and I love the hair a lot more on this figure. But I told myself we're going to get a Wonder Woman in the Justice League figures, so if you can just kind of pass on the Walmart or the Wonder Woman figures, and maybe they sit on the shelves long enough, I can get that whole wave for really cheap. But again, I like the sculpting on this. The skirt's a little big for her. I know when you get into this hard plastic, it's hard to get it where it makes it look like it's kind of fitting to her, just like this piece of plastic around her, but I'm okay with it. I think everything else, she can move in it fairly well, so that's not bad. Again, it's not Mafex, it's not Hot Toys. I know what I'm getting with this, and I'm glad to have it. Her legs bowed a little bit. That'll be easily remedied. But again, this is a vast improvement. Let's just bring up the Batman vs. Superman figure. I mean, look at the faces. Night and day. that her eyes are kind of looking up here. This is the figure right here. So if I go back in time, I would have got just the Collected Connect out of the box. No. But I do have the shield that I can give this Wonder Woman, so that's cool. So you can kind of see not much of a difference. It's basically in the skirt. And then the biggest thing is, let's get the shield off. The lasso, look how tiny that lasso is. Now, oh no, the lasso's not there. They gave us a lasso and it unhooks from here. So very cool that you could have her hold on to the lasso if you wanted to. You could probably buy some gold rope, which is even cooler, and make a little lasso for her, but you can put the lasso in here. Button this back up. If you can, Robbie. Come on. There we go. And now the lasso's got some movement to it. And her sword, which I'll show you the other one here. So here's the BVS sword. Here is the Justice League sword. Now the camera could pick it up. This is blue handle and this is a black handle. So sets right down in there. I mean, she can hold on to it. Hands are a little small. Dainty little hands that could punch you right through a wall. So she can hold on to it. But it sets right in. Makeshift sleeve. Or sheath, rather. So there she is. A much needed improvement over the face sculpt, where Mattel is really going, all right, we've got to, if we want to have a horse in this show, we've really got to up our game in what we're doing with our figures. So getting their sculpting down, and especially their face sculpts, if this is supposed to look like Gal Gadot, then she needs to look as much like Gal Gadot as we possibly can. So let's take a look at the articulation. Now, of course, with the hair, this is going to be a hot mess of... let's get the camera up just a little bit here. It's going to be kind of a hot mess for articulation, and there is, you can get her head to turn, so it does work. It's just really tight there. You can kind of see some of the paint that has come off due to the hair scratching the side of her head. So just be careful with that. No other movement. Head goes up a little. Again, with just hair, it's rough. I'm sure other companies are doing much better. I know, but still, it is what it is. Arms go up about 90 degrees, all the way around 360. Bicep swivel, single bend at the elbow, nothing at the gauntlet, swivel at the wrist. No ab crunch, but there is a waist swivel. T-jointed legs, which you can kind of see. Sorry, Diana. The skirt does get in the way, so it does kind of impede some kicking and stuff that you might want to do. Upper thigh cut. Single bend at the knee. I was kind of hoping Wonder Woman was going to have at least a double jointed knee. That would have been clutch, but not. And then the foot ankle rocker. Not ankle rocker, excuse me, just the ankle hinge. Better not say rocker. Somebody's going to go, I bought Wonder Woman because you said it had an ankle rocker, and she clearly doesn't, Rob. Okay. I'm sorry. I misspoke. So, what we're going to do, let's take a look at the Collect and Connect piece that comes with Wonder Woman, and we will be right back with her. Alright, it's Collect and Connect time. Here we have the right arm of, I about said Desaad, of Steppenwolf. So make sure you got your disc and the shoulder joint pointed down, because I tried to do it straight and it wouldn't go on, if you remember seeing the last one. So this should just peg. There's the snap, and boom, there is the complete, well, I almost said completed, the upper torso to Steppenwolf. So man, he's going to be huge. Huge. So he's got decent arm movements right there. We'll get into more of it here in a little bit, hopefully, once I can complete them. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to get the rest of it. And I believe Superman is the head. Yes, Superman is the head and lower torso. So just by getting Superman, I could put all the pieces together, and I'll just be missing the last leg for Aquaman. So hopefully Superman's the next one that I can find, so I can get a head on, and I can attach at least one leg so I won't have, you know, two halves around. So let's get back to Wonder Woman's review. Alright, final thoughts. I like this figure. I think in order of figures that I like so far, I really like the Batman figure, but Flash really kind of surprised me. So I might say Flash just by a Speed Force, then Batman, Wonder Woman, and Cyborg. So why don't we bring up the Justice League that I have so far. Alright, here we have the Flash, Cyborg, Wonder Woman, and Batman all together. The four of them look great together. I would love to be able to get the hold of the other two. Hopefully, with this early these figures are coming out, hopefully it shouldn't be that hard to get all of them. I would think Mattel would want to make some serious money off these and them not give us weird chase figures. So it's one of the main Justice League characters. Aside from Batman, of course, he's getting 3 figures in a case assortment. So at least if they get 2 case assortments, there's probably going to be 6 Batman. You see the problem that they could have. They could have decided to double up some of the other figures instead. Now, I could take this one step farther. I do have the Batman vs. Superman, which you've seen in Batman's review, and I have the Batman vs. Superman Aquaman. So for right now, I could put together the completed Justice League and just see how they look. And here they are. They look really cool. This is neat. So I was glad I found the 4 that I found. And I thought, well, I've got Cyborg and Flash and Batman. I could have thrown up the BVS Wonder Woman. I thought I better grab her too while I'm there. So that means I've only got 2 more to finish from the whole entire set. And in the meantime, I can set all of them up and have the Justice League set. So I've got the shirtless Aquaman for the time being, and the BVS Superman, which the only difference is going to be his height and having the cloth cape. Otherwise, I believe it's going to be the same figure, maybe slightly different paint apps. But this is going to be cool to complete the whole league and have them all standing on my shelf, and hopefully I will have a lot of positive things to say about the Justice League movie after it's released. So I was trying to get all the way around here without knocking anybody off, so they look cool. There we go. That's the sign to end the review. So today we've been taking a look at Wonder Woman. You gotta love the professionalness when people just fall off the review table. So we'll set them all down. Today we've been taking a look primarily at the last finger to be standing, Wonder Woman from the DC Comics Multiverse Justice League line by Mattel. And as always, this is Rob for Rob's Rogue signing off, saying we will see you guys next time.